Concrete Gems Crochet, and today I'm going to show you how to make a teeny tiny eucalyptus hanging decoration to put on your Christmas tree. Now this is part of the Woodland Advent Calendar. Sorry about that noise. This is part of the Woodland Advent Calendar, which has 24 hanging decorations. So you'll find that there are 24 different nature-inspired, Christmas-inspired decorations that will hang on a advent calendar. All the details for the Woodland Advent Calendar are below, and I'd love you to join in with the whole thing. Otherwise, you can just make a little tiny decoration. So for this decoration, I'm using Scheepjes Catona. It's a 50-gram ball with 125 meters, and it's 100% mercerized cotton. You'll also need a 2.5mm hook, possibly stitch markers, scissors and a needle. I'm using this forest green, I think it's called forest green, sage green, shade number 212. So let's get started. We need to make first a small circle, which we're going to make starting with a magic ring. So to make a magic ring, this is how I do it. I wrap my yarn around my fingers like so, then arrange, so I've got them crossed over, then I grab the yarn and pull it through, and then chain one to secure. So we're going to make 3 single crochets into the magic ring. I should have said I'm working in US terms. So a single crochet is a UK double crochet if you're working in UK terms. So that is 3 single crochets in my magic ring. I'm going to tighten my ring now, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the first stitch to join, which can be a bit fiddly, especially with filming it. So just use your nail to wiggle it through, I think, is the best bit. Your hook. This one's being particularly awkward, probably because I just said that. Oh dear. Right, sorry about that. So we're going to slip stitch to join that, and that is our small circle completed. If you can pull it through now, it's got all caught up in all the yarn ends. Right, anyway, so assume that's done. So you've got your tiny little circle. Pull that through and fasten off, and then we can move on to the medium circle. To do the medium circle, we're going to start again with a magic ring. Okay, see how I pick my middle finger in the middle and it just holds it secure. So for this one, we're going to do 4 single crochets into the ring. So put our hook in the ring, grab the yarn and pull it through, then yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 2, 3 and 4. And then as before, we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch to join and then fasten off. You want to make 2 of these medium-sized ones. Okay, so go ahead and make those now and then fasten off. I'll see if I can do the slip stitch, but it doesn't look like I can do it over the camera again. Need to get closer to it with my face. Anyway, everyone knows how to slip stitch, right? There we go. So we pull that through, and once you kind of rejiggle it so that the middle's poking outwards, it looks like this one. We got that the right way around. Yeah, there we go. So make 2 of those, and then I'll show you how to make the large one. Okay, so the large circle goes pretty much the same as the other ones. We start with a magic ring, and we're going to work 5 single crochets into the ring this time. So we've got 1, and we've got 2, And we've got 3, we've got 4, and we've got 5. So we need 2 of these large circles, and we need to slip stitch into that first stitch to join as we did before. And yeah, you haven't done this one so tight, so I can actually get through to show you that I'm not just making it up. Now it's split the yarn now. Oh dear. There we go, look. So that is the large one, and we need to make 2 of those as well. The final thing we need to make for the eucalyptus is the stem. So to do that, we are going to put a slip knot on our hook, and then we're going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to just fasten that off there. Okay, so I'll just tie that off like so. So that is our stem. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sew all the circles onto the stem. So we place the smallest one at the top. So the smallest one gets sewn on there. And these are the second biggest ones. And they're going to go on either side. And then your largest one at the bottom. And you can kind of sew them alternating a little bit, however you like to do it all together. Let's sew all of those on, and then you will have your eucalyptus stem. And there you have it, after lots of little fiddly ends to sew in. It's the cutest little eucalyptus decoration ever. Obviously, if you're hanging it on the advent calendar, then you need to add a hanging. Apart from that, you are done. Thank you very much for watching. Check out all of the other 23 other hanging decorations and the main advent calendar, all hanging in the description below. And I hope to see you again soon for another crochet with concrete gems. Bye for now.